Here's some of my favorite settings, tips and tricks, and ways you can save money on your Netflix subscription you already own. It's true, there's a lot more you can do on Netflix than you realize. Probably like most people, you purchase the subscription, you turn it on, you watch a few seasons of Love is Blind, and that's as far as things go. But on UG Tech, we try to help people like you save money on streaming services and yes, learn tips and tricks like we're gonna go over in this video. If all that sounds good to you and you wanna support the channel, subscribe right down below. Have you ever turned on your Netflix and suddenly you get blasted with loud sound from these auto-playing trailers? They're so annoying and it happens all the time. I absolutely hate them. If I wanna watch a trailer, I'll click on it and pick the trailer. A lot of people don't know there's actually a way to turn this off, and here's how you do it. Start by heading to the top right here and scroll down until you see Manage Profiles. Now what you want to do is click on the individual profile that you want to turn autoplay off on, and scroll down until you see Playback Settings. Now you can turn off autoplay previews while browsing on all devices. This means those trailers will no longer pop up. And if you really want, you can also turn off autoplay next episode. So that's where it's going to start the next episode as soon as you finish that first one. But I actually like that one, so I'm going to leave it on. From there, just make sure you click save. And when you go back, you'll now see you have these still frames. And no matter how much you hover over top, you will not get any more trailers. So it's a simple solve, and honestly, I think one of the better tricks. Do you get house sitters often, or have snoopy kids, or a partner that's gonna mess up your Netflix recommendations and not use their own profile? Well, you can actually lock your profile so nobody can go inside of it. You can see mine right here has a little lock on the bottom. And when I click on it, all of a sudden, I need a PIN to access it. Well, this is easy. There we go, now I'm inside. So in order to create a profile pin, go to Manage Profiles again, go to your profile, and you're gonna see a profile lock right here. Click on that. Now from here, I can edit my pin or delete it pretty easily. I'm gonna delete mine here. And if you wanna create a new profile lock, it's pretty easy to do. You can also set it so you can require a new pin for new profiles. So if somebody wants to create a fresh profile, they need your PIN first. Now don't worry, in order to do this, you will need to verify via email or text first, and then you'll unlock the capability. If you're a parent, you might also want to restrict what kind of content your kids can watch. You want them to have access to it. You want them to have their own profile, with yours locked, of course. But you want their maturity rating to be appropriate for their age. Well, there's actually a way to set this. We're gonna head back to Settings, Manage Profiles, and head back to our profile. From here, we can scroll down until we find Adjust Parental Controls. They have this nice little bar here where you can decide up to what rating is appropriate for your kids. So let's say we choose TVY, which I think is youth, I'm pretty sure. And we save it right there. This is a very low maturity rating. Now, when we head back to Netflix, that is a lot of age-appropriate content that your kids can now access without you having to worry about them watching something you don't want them to. And as they get older, you can easily adjust that to get more age-appropriate content as well. And now that they're a little bit older, they have a bunch of new shows they can watch. There's also title restrictions where we can literally type in any show and it's not going to show it. So for example, if we don't want them to see Love is Blind, we can type that in, select it, and it will no longer show that title for them. After that, just click save, and your parental controls are now set. Cheating in a relationship is bad, but you know what's even worse? Netflix cheating. You know, when you started a show with a partner, they go on a trip, and you tell them, listen, don't watch the next episode. We're gonna watch it together when we get back. But you get back and you're suspicious they actually watched it. Well, here's one thing you can do to check if they've done that. Head back to your profile, click on it, and scroll down until you see Viewing Activity. Now we can see all the different shows and movies and when they've been watched. As long as they haven't watched this video too, they might not know that they can also hide their viewing history right here. So now you can Netflix cheat in peace. If you don't know, Netflix is constantly testing new features, and you are probably one of their guinea pigs. But you can actually turn off the ability for Netflix to feature new tested features on your profile. Just click here inside of the Security tab and scroll down until you find Feature Testing. From here, you can turn this off so you're no longer featured in these. One of the downside on these Netflix algorithm, and really any streaming service, is you get caught with all these recommended shows and movies, and honestly, they end up always being the same. Either new content that Netflix came out with, or just Breaking Bad, and The Office. But there's a lot more on Netflix you can get if you break out of your algorithm. How this is done is something called Netflix secret codes. And there are actually hundreds of them, tons and tons and tons. So for example, if you really like something, let's scroll down. If you really want to watch Australian movies, maybe this is your jam. Well, Netflix doesn't have a category just for Australian movies. Stupid ad. But they do have a secret code 5230. So now if you head to the search bar, type in 5230, you are now going to get a bunch of different Australian movies, or with Australian actors as well. Or if you're looking for horror comedies, that's 89585. And now you're going to get a bunch of different horror comedies that you can watch at the tip of your finger. Now, some of these won't make sense. They're not always categorized correctly, but you do get a pretty good selection, and there are literally hundreds of these codes. And you're going to find a ton of shows and movies that you've probably never heard of. Now, I've linked this website down below. It's one of my favorites to get these codes from. So if you want to check it out, besides the amount of ads they put on the website, it is pretty useful. Now, what if I told you you can get Netflix for only 250 PKR? Well, you'd probably say, well, what the fuck is that? But this is what it is. That is actually Pakistani currency. And that amounts to only 88 cents a month USD. And it's actually one of the cheapest ways to get Netflix. And Netflix Premium, which only ends up being around $4 a month. Well, here's how you can do that. Well, here's how you can do that once and never have to do it again and get a super cheap subscription. First thing you need is a VPN. And I'm using IPVanish right here, connected to a Pakistani server. From there, scroll down in this video and you're going to see this link right here, upgradeguy.link/IPVanish. You can purchase IPVanish for $2 a month, but you can cancel it and get your money back within 30 days. So use it for this trick, cancel it, get all your money back, or keep it because it's also super useful for other stuff. You also get 3 gigabytes of eSIM data on the 2-year plan, the monthly, or the yearly plan. Just the monthly you can't cancel and get your money back. You have to pay for at least a month. After that, log in. After that, download the app, log into your account, and set it to a Pakistani server. Start on a fresh browser. Then go to netflix.com, sign up for a subscription, and get it way cheaper than you ever have. Now, that is some crazy good value. But there's one more trick I want to show you. I live in Canada, and I love my country, but sometimes the Netflix content we get in Canada is going to be different than what you get in the US or the UK or Pakistan. And that's all great, but sometimes you want different content. Well, using that same VPN, I like to go to other countries. Like say we type in Japan right here. And now we set our server to Japan. Give it a few seconds to load. And now we refresh our Netflix browser. Oh wow, this looks like a lot of anime content now. What happened? Top shows in Japan. So just by changing your VPN location, we can get content from anywhere around the world. Let's say we want the United Kingdoms. And now we refresh our browser right here once it loads. And now we have the UK. All hail the Queen. Is that what they say? Oh no, she's gone. The King, the Prince, I don't know. Anyways, UK content. So they'll have different content here as well. So that's everything for today's video, guys. I really hope it helped you out. I'm going to do a similar video for Prime Video, Disney Plus, and these other services. So if you want to support the channel and also learn how to save money on streaming services, subscribe down below. I'll see you in the next one.